The Packers. Let's go to the Packers 30-27 win over the Jaguars. It sucks watching them pull off these last second wins week in, week out, especially now. Like quarterback's out, Malik Willis comes in, he's all of a sudden turns into Tom Brady, and he's through 5 times, but still, it's just ridiculous to see the Packers having these situations. Brandon McManus has been awesome for them. He hasn't missed a field goal yet. 2 game winners in two games. I think everything is clicking in Green Bay. The concern, though, and actually a sigh of relief as well for the Packers, is surrounding Jordan Love. Came back today, just a strained groin for Jordan. It's never a good sign when your quarterback is lying on his back with a gazillion medical people around him, and you're going, oh geez, here we go again with the knee. Is something wrong? Just a strained groin for Jordan Love. He'll be back. Probably playing. Do you think he's playing this weekend against Detroit? We shouldn't speculate, but
it's hard to know. We'll see how it goes. I will say this: groin injuries are some of the easiest to re-aggravate.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised if the Packers run it with Malik Willis one more time, take advantage of the bye, and let Jordan Love come back 100%.
I think that's.
But this is the biggest game of their season up until this point, and will be the biggest game until they play the Lions again. So if there's a chance you can get him out there, he hasn't looked right all season. But they might try and push him out. It's hard to say.
I also think Malik Willis is capable of winning this game.
Really?
At home.
Yeah. Well, we'll save. I guess the preview for.
They're only 4-point dogs.
I'm taking them outright. I think they'll win. Malik to me is good.
Well, he's been excellent when he's played.
I think there's a chip on his shoulder. I like him.
But to be fair, he threw the ball 5 times.
I think he's better than Jordan Love.
He threw the ball 5 times. Like Josh Jacobs, in the absence of Jordan Love, those games, Josh Jacobs has been unbelievable.
This is the type of game where everybody, all right, it's Malik Willis. Let's all step up and rise to the occasion for him.
Sure. I understand they want to step up to the occasion.
It's not like he's bad.
No, I don't think he's bad either.
There's quarterbacks where if a starter's out and they bring in a backup, I'm like, oh, they have literally no chance. That's not the case with Malik Willis. He could win this game.
Oh, I think Malik. I would be very surprised, but I think it's possible.
I think I love them as a home underdog. I feel like the defense gets to go.
I have that feeling.
I have that feeling.
To the game
we'll preview it, but I do think I like the Packers in that game.
So I do have to say about this Packers team, it's as you look at this Jaguars game. I know some of you will put this in our comments. They'll probably put it in our mailbag. I'm rarely very high on free agent additions, but who knows where this Packers team would be without Malik Willis, without Josh Jacobs, without Xavier McKinney, now without Brandon McManus. Every single player they added this offseason that was a big acquisition or a small acquisition has made a huge impact for them. And you have to be happy about what Gutekunst has done building this team around such that whatever quarterback's in, whoever gets hurt on defense, you can make things work.
Evan Williams is banged up. He's been playing well. All these offseason acquisitions that the Packers have made have been, Edrin Cooper, he came on, he had maybe the biggest play of the day against the Jaguars with the strip sack. You're right. They taught you. I know you don't. I'm way more interested in who people are picking up in the offseason, but yeah, they've been huge for Green Bay.
What does stink is a nice win on the road. A sloppy game, right? You said Love was not great. Threw a pick. Did you throw 2 picks or just 1 pick?
Just one.
You got ended up getting re-injured. Malik was to finish the game. Good win, but it is a shame. You might as well just lose if you're not going to cover. You know what I'm saying? If you're about 4.5. You end up doing all this, all that to win by a field goal. Can't you see my point? Just at that point, just lose, right?
Well, to be fair, they probably could have scored a touchdown there if they'd had to.
Should have. Yeah, they could have at the end of the game. I thought Matt LaFleur was interesting. At halftime, he said we have to change the game plan a little bit because Jordan can't move. And in the first half, I saw a lot of Packers fans were getting frustrated that they're going for the big shot. Jordan can't really do anything in the pocket. And it was not going according to plan at all. When Malik Willis came in, they got back to that. The Packers offense with Malik Willis is very funny. It's a lot of short throws and running the foot and a hell of a lot of running the football. And they've just been crushing people with it. When Malik comes in, they dominant on the ground. But I did see a story. I think Malik actually audibled into that game-winning play to Jaden Reed. When he did throw the ball downfield, that was the big one to Jaden Reed to put them in field goal range and end the game. And I'm pretty sure it was a play that the Packers had. I don't even know if they practiced it, actually. They just knew that it was an option and all the players knew how to run it. And Malik audibled into it on his own and won the football game. Yeah, this team, I don't know if I have the special feeling that I have for Detroit with the Packers right now. The Packers, to me, are more of like they're surviving, advancing every week. And the scary thing is they're winning games that normally you should be losing. When your quarterback gets hurt and you're losing turnover battles in some games, you should be losing those football games, and they're winning them. And the concern for me is, oh, shit. Like when Jordan does get healthy and when he does figure it out, which I still think he will, like that's when they're going to be a real problem. And the fact that they're 6-2 and they're having mistakes and injuries, that's concerning to me.
Then you look at a guy like Malik Willis, who was projected as a first rounder by a lot of people, right? Ended up falling.
Yeah, I mean, he felt like he was. I don't know how serious of a first rounder he was.
No,
that was a
bad quarterback. He fell to like the mid to late third,
right? Yeah. But falls to the mid to late third round, and now he's backing up Jordan. I mean, he probably feels like let me go and earn my stripes here. Like what, you know?
He's gonna win the job.
Like but he won't, and he knows that. But I'd be motivated.
Oh, of course, dude.
He might win a job or a chance at a job.
Yeah,
I'm not there yet because he's still not really. He's throwing well, but until there's a game where he's like really, really, really impresses with his arm, and I guess he kind of did. I can't remember if it's the Colts or the Titans. But yeah, like I think he's just a high quality backup right now, and that's worth millions of dollars. That's a great job.
Do you think that
and valuable?
Do you think that behind closed doors, Malik goes home and says to people he thinks he's just as good as Jordan Love?
Who knows? Who cares?
No But
I bet you he does. I bet you he thinks it.
It's if he goes and beats the Lions, then and we'll see how he looks. But I mean, I'm not ready to say Malik Willis is going to be competing for a starting job. But I think that a lot of teams are going to look at him as a very high quality backup right now, and he fits very well with the Packers team. I mean, they have so many weapons, and LaFleur's generally a solid play caller. So.
I mean, it is blue sky. Like if he came in to quarterback the Vikings or the Jets. How awful!
No. The Jets can't win with freaking Aaron Rodgers. The difference is to win with Malik Willis.
The Vikings, he would probably start off. It would be like Dobbs. Like Dobbs was unbelievable, and then it kind of just fell off. Like you buy in a little bit. The Jets, he would just be horrible from the start.
They just score 0 points again.
Yeah, but those teams also like the Vikings are very well coached. The Vikings are very well coached. They have playmakers. The Jets and Browns are just a shit show. And I mean, I know people love Kevin Stefanski. He's won coach of the year. I don't know. There's a reason I'm not voting for things, but I could have told you when he was with the Vikings, I had a lot of questions. I don't know why Kevin Stefanski's taking a jab here, but yeah, there are some teams that Malik Willis would be on right now, and it would be going very poorly. But that's why coaching matters, Jack. That's why coaching is important.
No, it's just the organization.
Yeah.
Like it's
the organization. The coaching.
It's literally just the jersey. I'm serious.
Now you think?
Like yes, like you can take a bad coach and put him in Green Bay.
On the Packers and
put him in Green Bay, and yes,
that I could get behind.
Like same with the Steelers.
It just works for them.
Like if Ziggy coached Pittsburgh, they'd be the winning record.
Now the Packers, though, a huge win to keep track with the Lions. And yeah, I mean, they play the games for a reason. So we'll have a big preview heading into this week, Packers-Lions. That's a fun game. It's. I hope Jordan Love can play, but I'm expecting him to rest up and get healthy because they have high Super Bowl expectations.
I mean, you have to go to Chicago right after the bye, host the 49ers, host the Dolphins, and then you're right back at Detroit.
Yeah. Yep.